Hey y'all, Princess Diana. It's just a quick little video, and I was thinking about, well, just all, I guess, of my friends and how we're, as women, even men, are, well, I guess women say different shapes and sizes more than men do. They just, different sizes. But yeah, we're all different, right? And you don't have to. You might admire another person for how they look, but it doesn't mean that you look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I was coming up, I was slim, real slim. Some people would say skinny. I was trim and slim, honey, but not hardly an ounce of fat. I had a little fat on me, but not like. I mean, my body percentage, I don't know, man. And now I look back and I'm like, man, I used to be trying to gain weight, honey. Because as a brown, or what some people say, black girl, whatever, like in certain environments that I was, in, family or friends and stuff like that, they would, oh, you're small, you're skinny, you're blah 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 and all that stuff. And if you're a smaller person, then you can, or now, then you could you probably have had these thoughts too. Everybody has some kind of a thing that they desire, or some people say, what is it? God, what's the word? Yeah, I'm just gonna say something that they desire to be more of, or a thing that they want, but that might not necessarily be who they are. For example, and there's a word, and I'm trying to think of what it is, but what was I gonna say? So for example, I wanted to gain more weight. Skinny people trying to gain more weight, and bigger people trying to lose weight. Of course, for health issues, matters and stuff like that. But some people are bigger than other people that are, the average person that's surrounding them in their environment, just because it's just the way they built. You can be a big solid person and you can lose all the fat and still be kind of big, just because everybody's built differently. So I would not say to somebody, hey, you need to be skinny. Everybody can't. You probably could be, but you're gonna look weird because your bone structure, you might have bigger bone structure than or bone density or whatever, I don't know, bigger bones than another person. That's the thing. So I would never tell anybody. All I'm talking about is, I think what a number of people are talking about is the amount of fat that people have on their body sometimes. And then culturally, that's different too, because everybody looks at things differently. In the United States, and I'm guessing in Europe, we base all of our the medical community bases the height and weight off of European middle-aged European men, which is weird because you got European women, and you got European girls, you got European boys. Why would we base the height and weight off of European men? It's about age 35 or 40 or something like that. It's kind of something weird. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And every ethnic group is a little different, so probably based on what they eat, their DNA. Some people are just bigger, more sturdy, more I call it big bone, more broad. Even some of the women, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, and they're beautiful. I'm not saying anybody is better than anybody else just because they got a smaller frame or whatever. I don't want anybody to think that. And I think that might be where I think some people are getting feeling insulted when people say certain things, but that's not what I'm saying at all. Like I have a cousin that is well, you know how sometimes you see the girls, some of the girls on the basketball team that play basketball, on the real tall chicks, they play volleyball, beautiful tall girls, and sometimes when we get older we gain some more weight, whatever, and people look a little different, and that's okay. and we'll do what we can do to get back as close to that weight or get back to the weight that we can. But and you change over time, and sometimes a little weight looks better on you because you don't look exactly the same as you did when you were in high school. So I thought I was beautiful, and I was beautiful in high school and college and everything like that, but I'm different now. I'm a different type of beautiful, and that's how you got to speak to yourself. And y'all can do it. Y'all can set these goals. I wouldn't so much, you could set a weight goal, but I would set a look goal. I would set a look goal instead of a weight goal, because the weight is cool, but if you don't look like what you want to look, what's the use? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a use, but it's like, to me, I guess that's my motivation, y'all. I don't think it's weird. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm like, well, dang, like, I care about how I look, not more than the weight, but like, man, I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. And this might be some of y'all, if it wasn't about the looks, I wouldn't even care about the weight at all. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really care about the weight. So yeah, y'all don't try to fit yourself. Like, I was thinking about another one of my friends. She's tall and slender. I think she's beautiful. Kind of like what the top models or the runway models used to look like back in the day. Not saying that y'all know what I'm talking about. Worldwide, the runway models was skinny, okay? And that's cool. They were beautiful in their own unique way. And I think the reason why they wanted them to be that way is because you could see every angle so well, if that makes sense. It's almost like looking at not a statue. Kind of, sort of like that. And then the men, they might be slim, but you're somewhat more muscular. A lot more muscular. Some of them were trim, muscular. And then some of them were like medium-sized muscular. And some of them, they buff and muscular. But not world-renowned type of guys. But they got models of all kinds. You might not be that type of model, but they got big girls, small girls, petite girls, all kind of models out there. So it's like, you got to get in where you fit in, right? Where you're accepted. Where your beauty standards are more accepted. I think there's a lot of beauty variations out there. But yeah, like going back to my friend that's slender and tall, like I'm pretty sure at one point, because we went to the same schools, stuff like that, black schools or whatever, and they want the thick chick and shapely and all that. But then I didn't have any issues with guys liking me, and I was small. I'm like a tall petite girl, and but never that big, but I'm still cute. And I had no problem getting guys approaching me and asking me out and all kind of stuff ever. So you just have to have confidence, and again, you need to look your best, girls. I don't care if you're 200 pounds, 230. Look your very best and try to work on yourself. Like, I want you to work out. I want you to get that stuff tight and right. You know what I'm saying? You can still be I'm gonna call it voluptuous, but still, like, I want your skin to be moisturized. I want your skin to be exfoliated first, cleansed, exfoliated, and moisturized every single day, even if you gotta do it twice a day. Okay, butter up or whatever. Do what you gotta do to look good. If you need to put you a nice wig, flowing wig on, or whatever you like, if you like kinky, curly, or whatever, make sure it's something that suits your face or whatever. And paint your nails. Make sure your nails look good. Paint them, or put some press-ons on, or go get them done, honey. If you got it like that, go get it done. Put your cute watch on, a cute bracelet. If you don't like a whole lot, cool. Put you some jewelry on. It don't have to be a lot. Some girls like more than others. Do something. Be a girl. It's okay. And what was I gonna say? And be a girl and just be cute. And I promise you, it smell good. Get you a nice body spray, perfume, or whatever. And just always look your best. And I promise you, you will get approached. You'll get approached. And then work on your confidence. You're gonna get approached. and you'll get approached by better. But you just have to understand that I'm not saying there's always possibilities, right? You have to understand that certain type of men tend to, and I'm talking to girls only right now, certain type of men tend to like certain sizes of women. So I mean, we can't do nothing about that. Like, I might be too short for some men, and then some men might like taller women. That's cool. I'm like, okay, so if a man said it, I'd be like, okay, so why are you over here talking to me? I'm short. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here. Let me not waste your time, sir. Go get you a beautiful tall woman. They're beautiful too. Get out of my face, honey. Let's not waste each other's time. You 6'5" or 6'6". What do you want me for? I don't know, but everybody has a reason why they like whatever they like, child. But let me get my butt out of here. And I gotta run errands. But yeah, just now that when I try to gain all that weight and stuff like that, end up gaining some weight. I know I end up gaining. Okay, so in high school I might have been like 110, maybe 112, and then in college I might have been I gained what they say freshman 15, but I was just 115. I might have gained 120 in my 20s. Then after that, but I used to work out here and there, and then after I had my son, I was 130, and now I'm probably like 10 to 15 pounds, a little more. But I'm trying to trim it. I'm just trimming. I'm working on trimming. I ain't really worried about the weight, even though I would like to be lighter, because I'm not mean, but I would like to be lighter. I just want to cut, looking a little bit tender, a little fluffy, a little juicy, a little bit in some areas, which is fine. And you just have to appreciate what you have and make the best of what you got, but I want to encourage people, hey, if you are skinny and you're a young girl, don't try to make yourself fat. Just enjoy your time being slim and trim, because more than likely it's going to change and you probably won't like it. So y'all like coming in, subscribe. I'm gonna go. I gotta go on this channel. But yeah, I just wanna but I brought my friend up because out of all of us, she's still the small one. She had a child, but she's still trim, which is, I think, is awesome. She still looks really good. Not saying we don't, but she looks really good. Like, she still looks like she did probably when she was in high school and college. Okay? All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe.